Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Brian Klepacki here with CriticalBench.com, certified strength and conditioning specialist, and I've been training athletes for about 15 years now. I worked with professional athletes, recreational athletes, first-time athletes, and something that I include in all of our training is a form of plyometric training, especially for athletes. Now, if you're not familiar with what plyometrics are, in short, without going into all that scientific jargon, it's just rapid loading and unloading of your body. So jumps, those are probably the best example of any type of plyometric activity. But you can also jump from your hands, 1 foot, 2 feet. Running's a form of plyometric activity. It's just pretty much leaving the earth, jumping up, landing back down rapidly. That's what plyometrics are in short. Now, the unfortunate thing is a lot of people use plyometrics as a form of conditioning. Obviously, it is a form of conditioning, but when you're dealing with athletes, it's not a form of conditioning, and it's a form of power. You want to develop power when you're working with plyometric training. Now, that doesn't mean you can't use plyometrics as a form of conditioning, and I'm going to show you a couple different types of circuits that will be geared more towards conditioning if you want to go that approach. Again, I love plyometric work. I know you'll love it. Jumping jacks, that's a form of plyometrics. So pretty much if you've exercised ever before in your life, I'm sure you've done some sort of plyometrics before. Now let me step back for a second and tell you how to do plyometrics properly. First, you want to make sure you warm up. That's a no-brainer because again, these can be high intensity, max effort. So you want to make sure that your body is fully prepared, fully warmed up. We have some great videos that deal with muscle activation, and muscle activation is perfect in order to prime your body for plyometric work. So with that said, you got to foam roll, you got to do your dynamic warm-ups, dynamic stretching, some muscle activation exercises, then you can progress into that plyometric work. Now, how to set up your plyometric routine? Well, first off, again, I'm talking for power here. You want to make sure you're resting properly. Now, there's also something that you should be aware of. It's called ground contact. Now, a lot of experts and research has proven that beginners should have a set number of ground contacts. In other words, you jump up, land on the ground, you make contact with the ground. That's one contact. So for beginners at entry level, you want to do anywhere between 80 to 100 ground contact, foot contacts with the ground during your workout. That's it. For more intermediate, 120 to 140. For advanced, it could be all the way up to 400 with a low intensity exercise, or 200 at max effort. So hopefully it didn't confuse you on that. So in other words, if you're a beginner, less reps. If you're more advanced and you're proficient in plyometric work, higher reps, but your body will be the judge of that. Again, I'm talking about power here. I'm talking about speed, not conditioning. You also want to make sure you rest. You can rest anywhere from 1 to 1, a work to rest, or even a 1 to 10. So what I mean by that is if you're going for an all-out 4-second exercise and you're resting 10 for that, you're going to rest for 40 seconds. I'm not going to go into the scientific end of it, but you need to know that your energy in the muscle needs to restore in order to get the most out of that jump. Okay, I know that's a lot of talking. I know you're probably sick of looking at me, but I'm going to show you the 5 basic exercises for plyometrics that the beginners can use out there, because again, we got to start somewhere. So if you're a beginner, watch these 5 and do them and start implementing into your workout. Now for all those more intermediate and advanced plyometric goers, I've got some stuff in a couple minutes from now that I know you're going to find helpful. So those exercises might be pretty simple to you, but you gotta start somewhere. So I'm gonna go through a bunch of different plyometric exercises that I know you'll find helpful that you can incorporate into your routine. Now, I'm not gonna say you need to do all these within your routine, but you can break it apart however you want. This is just pretty much just unloading all the plyometric activity that you can use to help your speed, for running, for jumping, help your endurance, help some lower leg strength. Again, these exercises are pretty universal in what they're going to do to your body. Now, after I show you these exercises, I'll just give you 3 quick circuits, one for beginners, one for intermediate, and one for advanced that you can use, again, just as a template for you to use for more of a conditioning approach. See, I told you I had a bunch of exercises to show you. Now I'm going to show you 3 circuits real quick. Again, these are circuits that you can use identical to how I'm laying them out for you, or you can just use it as a template with the exercises I just showed you. So this beginner circuit, 30 seconds of work, 30-second rest. So it's a work to rest of 1-to-1. Maybe things like a jumping jack, that's pretty beginner. Second one would just be a mogul, side-to-side bunny hop. And the third one could just be something simple as a high knee drill. So again, you would work for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, move on to the next exercise, work for 30, rest for 30. So real quick, it would look like this, okay? So 30 seconds of jumping jacks, okay. Rest for 30, watch your clock, you set a timer on your phone. 30 seconds, side to side. Okay? Very simple. Again, rest for 30, and the next one would be high knees. That's a beginner's circuit. Again, try to choose some exercises that you're comfortable with if you're trying this for the first time. If you need a little longer rest or a little bit less work, that's fine. This is just a template. Now for a more intermediate workout, this is something you would go for reps. I like going from high to low. So what I mean by that is you're going to choose 2 exercises or maybe even 3. That might be a little more advanced. But for instance, you're going to start with 10 reps of these 2 exercises and then work dropping 1 rep each round. So let's say you're doing squat jumps and push-ups. So you're going to do 10 squat jumps, 10 push-ups, 9 squat jumps, 9 push-ups, 8, 8, 7, all the way down to 1 and 1. You can go for time, you can go as fast as you can, you can go slow as you want, you can rest in between, whatever to make the most out of it. So in other words, it would look like this. Let me knock out 10 of each. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now 10 clapping or plyo push-ups. JP, we're good. Okay, then you would work down 9 jumps, 9 push-ups, 8 jumps, 8 push-ups, 7, 7. You get the idea. That one's for the more intermediate. So for an advanced circuit, sky's the limit on this if you're ready to do it. Because anything you do for advanced is gonna require max effort and also high reps or high time. So what I mean by that is set your clock for 10 minutes, a 10-minute timer, working non-stop for 10 minutes. You can go through 5 exercises, you can go through 3. For instance, you can do 5 in and out squat jumps. And you can follow it up by 10 alternating split lunge jumps. And then you can finish off with 20 mountain climbers. It would look like something like this. All right, I know that probably only took about 30 seconds. Do that for 10 minutes, you'll be dead, guarantee it. So those are quick 3 circuits that you can use as a template. You can expound on it, you can subtract, you can add from it, but it gives you an idea of a circuit that you can use for conditioning using nothing but plyometrics. And the beautiful thing I just showed you, it's all body weight. You can do this anywhere. Do it at home, at the park, in the office. I don't care where you do it. If you do it, it'll suck, but the results will be great, I guarantee it. Now I know I just covered a lot of different stuff on plyometric exercises, workouts, going from beginners to advanced, but the whole idea is you need to do some plyometric work. Start out light if you're a beginner, and once you start getting into more advanced and stuff, you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna see some great results, and I guarantee you're gonna see some great changes, not only aesthetically, but also on your performance, speed, power, strength, you name it. Plyometrics will help you with that as long as you do them safely and properly. Now, before you shut off this video, there's something we'd love to share with you before you go. It's a report that we wrote. It's called the 5 Best Core Killer Exercises. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on it. It's a free report. In order to get it, you got to click this box right here. Click it, give us your email, and we'll send you a free copy right away, no strings attached. And again, you don't want to miss out on this report, loaded with some great stuff. If you can't click this box because you're on your phone or mobile device, you need to click the arrow under this video here. It's going to open up the video description area. You'll see a link at the top, is criticalbench.com/corekillers. Click that, give us your email, and again, we'll send you a copy right away, no strings attached. Again, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We'd like it even more if you subscribe to our channel. Check out our other videos. Like us, share us. Feedback. We live on feedback. Give us some comments, even if you have a question about something you saw in this video. Maybe you have a suggestion for an upcoming video. Whatever it is, love to hear from you. Again, thanks for watching. Coach Brian with criticalbench.com. Have a good one. See you soon. Thanks.